So because we use their service, guys, we gotta pay more. Pricing updates for new submission. Value bulks going up $3. Values going up $5. Value plus $5. Value max $5, and regulars going up $5. But wait, guys, because you pay more, you get to wait more times for your cards. Value plus is going 5 more days. Value max is going 5 more days, and regular is going 5 more days. So an extra week is added on, and by you waiting even longer for your stuff, you now pay $5 more. What this means for existing. Don't worry though, because it's just today. So once you start submitting today, luckily I sent a submission out last week. So, I don't know, guys. It's just kind of getting ridiculous. Like, they buy Beckett, they buy SGC, they pretty much kill SGC, and now we just keep getting. What is this? How long has it been? 4 months since their last price increase? Yeah, 4 months. It's been 4 months since their last price increase. 4 months since their last increase to turnaround time. Come on now. Like, it's just getting ridiculous. There's got to be another solution to grading and the amount of the amount of volume they get. The solution can't just be raise our prices and longer turnaround times. It's like they're trying to. I get it. They're just trying to price people out of it. I mean, that's essentially what they're trying to do. How high can we go? Not only are they trying to price people out, but the grading submissions, like the grading standards, have gotten tighter in terms of the. So now we're paying more money for conceivably less tens. So now we're just getting to a point where do nines start rising because we're paying so much for grading that eventually that's got to get baked into that 9 price. I don't know. I'm just disappointed. Again, I made multiple comments on multiple videos when the sale of Beckett came through. That again, I'm not anti PSA. I'm not a conspiracy guy where I say all these things. I just no competition in a market isn't good for the consumer. They can do whatever they want and with very little kickback unless we as consumers speak with our wallet, which it's hard to do because we want to get our cards graded. We want the values to increase, hopefully, or get them authenticated. Whatever you're using it for. We want to be able to use the service, but the service keeps getting more and more unattainable to the everyday person, and it's a shame. And while Beckett wasn't what Beckett used to be, had somebody who had good business savviness bought Beckett. Beckett at least had the household name and branding to be something that people trusted quicker. So somebody comes in, buys Beckett that has, a good head on their shoulders, and they start doing things with Beckett. It is easier for us as consumers to trust Beckett. It has the branding to take cards prices up. Right now we're relying on CGC, which I'm gonna be honest, I think CGC slabs are kind of janky, and I don't know whether to trust them. Tag is what everybody talks about. It kind of reminds me of SGC a few years ago, where like people were like, "I'm going to SGC," and then SGC got bought out, and now Tag is kind of like, "Well, now I'm going to take my cards to Tag." And if you go in comments on grading, everybody's like, "Well, have you tried Tag?" and it's just this unknown quantity. And I know Tag has had their own issues with authentication and stuff like that, and it's just hard. It's hard for us to, you want something, you want a company to grade your cards that's legitimate and, you know, gives you the best. But, you know, I'd love to talk with Tag. I'd love to go through and see their process and be able to. I think it'd be great for them to start putting out some videos. Like, I know PSA a couple years ago, and SGC, especially SGC a couple years ago, inviting the big content creators out to PSA and walking through with them, and or to SGC and walking through their, this is what we do, this is our standards, and it really helps people begin to trust what they're doing. And I think Tag and CGC need to do something similar to kind of bring up the validity of their business. But right now, it's just turning into just crud. It's just right now, it's just not good. So again, I'm not anti PSA. I'm just anti killing my wallet. And right now, it never makes sense to me to pay more for worse service. So, and I'm not saying they're giving me worse service, but they're giving me longer wait times, longer turnaround times. It takes longer for me to get my card back. Why should I be paying more? It's kind of like when I was renting a couple years ago. I moved into a brand new apartment in 2017, and I was paying $775 a month. I left that apartment in 2025, so last March I left it, and I had been living there 5 years, so obviously it's 5 years old, and they had bumped the rent up to $1,295, and you just sit there and you think, like, I'm paying $500 more a month for conceivably, worse, because it's been lived in for 5 years now. It's older, yet I'm paying more. Again, I know that's the market and that's what it is, and that's how it happens, but in reality, it just doesn't make sense. I continuously pay more for my cards to take longer to come back. Just, I don't know. So, thanks for listening to my rant. I'm sure that, we all have issues with PSA and thoughts about grading, and I don't really edit my videos or anything, so you're getting kind of my unfiltered take here, but I just want better for the everyday person, and right now it's not that. So, yeah. So we'll see. Um, Thanks for listening, guys. Subscribe, like, do all those things. Leave comments. Let me know your thoughts. All right. Thanks, guys.